Welcome to the Thursday's edition of Pete's Latest. Tonight is a special Pete's Latest because we have got a special guest and I don't want to sort of hold that on for much longer. So let's make a move in. This one is special actually. It is a player that we've been after all summer and my sources have come up trumps. And as everyone keeps saying, it's because who I know, and they really have come up trumps tonight. So let's just make our way through. They're waiting inside and this is going to be pretty astounding to all our viewers. Okay, here I got with me Joe, 40 years lifelong supporter.
Oh, Pete, are you?
Yeah. Himself.
How you doing?
Okay. I've also got with me, and Joe didn't believe it myself when I was telling you today, did you?
Amazing.
You know,
Absolutely
what a coup, what a coup. Mr. Ben Watson himself. All right, cheers. Back from training, as you can see, in the old Palace kit. We're still soon have you out of that, though.
It's a bit small, isn't he? It's a bit small.
Well, how tall do you want him to be? He's a midfielder.
Might be the light.
I tell you what, though, in all seriousness, what I've realised, Mayu, is that the camera does make you look a bit smaller. I mean, I am generally sort of a couple of stone more heavier than what you see on video. Yeah, but this kid is worth £2 million. Just take a look at him, folks.
Amazing.
Amazing. Anyway, we're going to interview Ben Watson first, so if you'd like to take a seat. Okay. As I say, if we all sort of get in together. So the most important things first, what we'll do is we'll interview Ben Watson first of all, and then we'll talk about sort of QPR in general. Okay, so from Crystal Palace, how much money are you on a week at the moment?
Roughly, when paper round comes in, about £5.
Okay.
Roughly.
And how old are you?
I am 24 at the moment, Pete.
Okay, and when are you 25?
I'm 25 in 11th of November.
11th of November. So a couple of months' time?
Yep.
Brilliant stuff. And when did you start at Crystal Palace? How old was you there when you first started?
I signed on at the youth club at Palace at 14, actually, yeah.
And what sports were you good at 14?
I was... Badminton was quite a strong point.
Right.
Hockey, yeah, I like them.
So you wasn't particularly any good at football?
Alright.
All right. Are you better now?
Yeah.
You are better now. Okay. Do you mind me asking you a personal question? I mean, obviously, fans sing this to you at many games, and we've been responsible for that over the past seasons. I mean, how does it feel to be ginger?
For the last time, people said this to me all the time.
Right.
I failed to see how it's not blatantly obvious that I'm strawberry blonde and not ginger.
Okay. Could you do me a favour, because we need you to say this out loud, because that might not have been picked up on the camera. Can you just say that a bit louder? I asked you the question about what's it like to be ginger, and your answer is?
I'm not.
Speak up, please.
I'm not ginger. I'm
Right.
strawberry blonde.
Okay.
For the last time.
Okay. So when fans sing to you, "You're strawberry blonde," how do you feel? Do you feel happy? Okay. Now, there is a rumour that you came to the club, or want to come to the club. We're not that exclusive. You haven't come to the club yet, but there is a rumour that you obviously get on well with Gavin Marn, who himself used to be ginger before he shaved it off. Have you got any plans to shave off your hair? I mean, don't get this wrong, but I mean, being a ginger footballer must be quite difficult.
It's a joke.
What? Excuse me, Ben. Ben.
I think you've overstepped the mark there.
Do you think so?
I think you've overstepped the mark there, mate. He's cheesed off.
Yeah.
He's not going to sign for us now, is he?
No, I mean, I was hoping to
see
see some highlights there, but we didn't see any. We didn't see any highlights,
So I've got
and we didn't have any clips either.
No clips.
No clips. Well, that's it. One of the guests has gone, Mayo. Couldn't help that at all. He's under contract by Crystal Palace, obviously wearing the kit. But we've swapped over in the interim. Joe with me. Going to talk seriously now for the next sort of 5-10 minutes on the club. Obviously, you've been a fan for 40 years.
Yeah, next September.
Next September.
Yeah.
How does it feel now to be a supporter of QPR? How do you feel?
It's amazing. This time last year, I can remember thinking, how are we going to get 15 points, let alone 50 points? You know, to stay in the Championship.
Yeah.
And then, you know, all the business with Flavio and Bernie and the whole takeover. You know,
Yeah.
it's a totally different outlook. I mean, now I'm so looking forward to the Barnsley game on Saturday.
Yeah.
And the optimism amongst everyone. You know, I mean, I'm stating the obvious, really,
Yeah.
but there's a real buzz.
You know, like when the reports were coming out at the end of the season, we were going to get Sedan and all that, and then we ended up getting Dowie. How do you feel that fans in general feel about that? I mean, obviously, we're not the majority of fans. Do you think?
The majority of fans. I mean, you know as well as
Right, we've got a phone call coming through, so let's just hope. Hello?
Is that Key Loft?
It is, yeah.
Hello, mate, it's PK Loft.
Hello, PK Loft. How you doing?
Alright, mate, not too bad.
Okay. What do you want to talk about? Yeah, go on, mate.
No, just wondering what your thoughts are of the season.
Well, we're just actually talking about the thoughts of the season. I mean, personally, from my point of view, I think we will get into the playoffs with the team that we've got. But I think we need to strengthen if we're going to go up. How do you feel about that?
Disappointed that we haven't signed a goal scorer,
Okay.
to be honest. I
And
think with the money behind us, I thought there would be at least one sort of major signing as a forward.
I mean, it did surprise me actually because I skied a programme on last night, and they were talking about sort of the money that had been spent. And I mean, I've got Joe with me here, so we sort of do a three-way conversation here, PK. If you don't
No
mind.
worries, yeah, that's fine.
And we haven't signed that anyone of money value apart from Gorkas for 250. So
Yeah, which is disappointing. I think fans, when the season tickets went up, I think it was a bit of a shock. But I think everyone was like, sort of, well, okay, if we need to sort of pay over the top to sort of get up there, then fair enough. If we was going to pay extra money to sort of sign decent players, then fair enough. I think every fan would be willing to do that.
Yeah,
I think the noise that was coming from Loftus Road was we were going to sign decent players.
right,
I'm not saying that we haven't.
yeah.
I'll
But
go.
I think everyone was sort of expecting at least one or two big signings.
Okay, PK, just
I
gonna
think we've been like mugged off.
okay. Well, stay on the line. Stay on the line for a second, Joe. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I agree with what PK's saying. You know, especially in the striker situation.
Yeah.
You know, I think there was a lot of rumours going about, and strong rumours going on about Kevin Phillips from West Brom, and now he's gone. He's gone to Birmingham. I felt that Kevin Phillips would have done a great job for us, but personally, myself, I would have gone for Sylvian Eubanks Blake. There was rumours at the end of last season that he was the striker that we were looking for.
Yeah.
And I would have thought, you know, he's about the hottest property in the Championship.
Who would have been your ideal striker, PK? What kind? I mean, obviously, realistically, we asked in the Championship, but I mean, who would you have liked?
That's a hard one. I mean,
Right.
I would have thought with their contacts, there would have been maybe a foreign import that maybe not a lot of people would know about. Exactly the same as Pajero or whatever his name.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say? And I put this question to both of you. That I mean, we do need a striker, but wouldn't you say a lot of goals are going to come from midfield with the attacking sort of midfielders that we've got? Maybe obviously Vine and Bazaki are injured at the moment, but later on they're going to score loads of
I
goals.
think once, like after the first maybe month, maybe 2 months, when Bazaki and Vine back, then it'll all be a lot clearer.
Yeah.
But you know yourself, if you don't start off on the right foot, things can go badly wrong. And I just worry that we don't start off like getting points at home. If we drop a few like points here and there, the pressure's on Dowie, and everything goes up in the air. Whereas if they would have got an out-and-out goal scorer, regardless who it is, I mean, I'm not talking about Sahar or other names that have been mentioned. I'm talking like a player that no one can guarantee goals, we all know that. But a striker or a signing that would have set Loftus Road alight.
Would someone like
I would
Phillips?
have turned around and said, they mean business. But let's be honest, all they've got is loan signings, which they've still got to be pay wages for, but they've got loan signings and Gorkas at 250,000, and
Yeah.
that is it.
Do you think, obviously, between now and the end of August, obviously the transfer deadline is another 3 weeks or 4 weeks away? Do you think that it's inevitable that we will get a striker in, or do you think they think it's enough?
If we don't sort of quick up maximum points at home.
Right.
If things go our way, I think they would leave it until January and see how things go, which is fair enough. I won't, I won't moan about that. But what I'm saying is, we know it's going to be an Eron sellout tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Doncaster game is debatable at the moment. If we get 3 points tomorrow, then the Doncaster game is going to be a sellout.